So let's begin. How to get the most of the website builder. So today's agenda of the meeting will be, first of all, I know that there will be quite a few of you joining who already had a website within Bodygraph. So previously we had a business website, which was based on WordPress, and we are planning to discontinue it. And we're asking everyone who had website at the old business website to transition into the new website builder. So I will cover a little bit at that point. Now, if you do not have a business website within Bodygraph, maybe you just started a trial with the Bodygraph, or maybe you already have website built elsewhere and planning to use chart integration at your website. So then I will cover how you can still benefit from the website builder, even if you have website already live elsewhere and you don't want to change anything or transition anywhere. And also I will cover the key settings, the most important settings at the website builder that are important to actually adjust and connect to make sure that your website is working as expected. So let's begin with transitioning from the old website, business website, and website builder. Now, if you see the business website on your dashboard, I mean, most likely, if you just recently joined, you won't even see this at your menu. So don't panic, nothing is wrong about it. This information applicable only for customers who got the business website with the Bodygraph. And whoever got the business website with the Bodygraph most likely see this big banner at their dashboard, which is notifying that this website is going to be discontinued from the 1st of July. Okay, so let me just quickly go into that screen on my account as well. So this is the banner, very scary, and we had a little bit of panic going on. This banner or this announcement has been made almost 5 months ago, I guess, notifying customers about the change and request to transition. So there was quite a lot of time to transition, and we are super happy that majority of the customers took initiative and very quickly transitioned their websites into the new website builder. However, there are quite few left, not many, but few left that still got their websites live at the business website. So the options are, our developers can help you to transition or migrate your website to outside host, meaning because it's built on the WordPress, so it is possible with the help of the plugins and of course our development team knowledge to transition your website exactly as it is. However, it's going to be hosted outside of the Bodygraph subscription. So if this is something, and if you're super focused and locked on the website how it is at the moment, this is the option. We can help you to transition with no extra charge, to that outside host. And if this is the route that you want to take, you can send us email to support@bodygraph.com and notify us about this change. We might require some credentials and access to your host to make this transition, and we will proceed from there. Now, another option obviously is to transition to the website builder. We can assist you or guide you in the transition process. We cannot transfer all the content from the existing website to the website builder. However, we have certified VAs who can help you with this process. You can hire certified VAs to help you to transition this website, or you can transition it by yourself. Now, the process And what do I recommend to do when you're working with both websites? I do recommend opening a website builder page editor and your existing website, and maybe start downloading and copying and pasting content over and transferring the content this manual way. Of course, there will be quite a few settings such as payment setup, domain transfer. I would suggest you to transfer your domain as the very last step. This way, ensuring that your existing business website is still live and functioning and you're still making sales and it's not discontinued. And only flip your domain to the new website and link that domain to the new website once your website is finalized, all connected to the payments, all connected to the newsletter platforms, products are linked, and I will be covering this a little bit later. So once you're happy, you can flip the domain, and this way you will be fully transitioned. Now, I know it is scary, not much time left, to be honest. It's 11th of July already, and it says 1st of July. So less than a month left to transition if this is the route that you want to take. However, we want to ensure that we will keep every single website, live until you transitioning. So yes, decision is to discontinue 1st of July. However, who got their websites live? We're not going just to suddenly turn it off, destroy the business, affect your business. That's not what we want. We're keeping it live and functioning and further assisting you in a transitioning process, whether you want to go to the outside host or whether you want to transition content to the website builder. So, scary date. However, I would like you to and assure you that we're not going just to delete your website. And if you feel that your schedule will not allow you to fully transition until that date, absolutely fine. We will go beyond that date for every single not many of you left, guys, who got still this business website. So we will go beyond, above and beyond for all of you to make sure that this transition as smooth as possible and as less frustrated as possible, okay? And of course, our support team, our VAs and our developers are here to assist and guide you through that. So that's about transitioning from a business website to the new website. Slowly but steady, we will get there, okay? Now, if you already have a website built elsewhere, and then you think, okay, why would I need this feature? Well, you can keep this feature unused at your account. However, you can utilize shop only. And now I will tell you benefits why the shop only is beneficial from the website builder. Well, the standard sequence of the events when you have chart integration at your existing website, let's say, customer comes to the form, submits the form, and once the form is submitted, they accessing a chart, right? 1 second, my dashboard is covering. Accessing the chart result page, summary of the properties, and reports are listed as a report widgets or boxes, however you prefer to call it, and customer is able to purchase the reports individually throughout the checkout. Now, in this case, there are some, let's say, it's not really the issue, but it's just the process does not allow, for example, check out multiple reports in one go. A customer will need to check out every single report. If you have, let's say, 6 report boxes here, that means if customer wants to buy all of them, they will need to check out every single report individually. Another downside of this integration, not downside, but it's just a standard integration, how it works, is that if you want to promote, let's say, or make a sale of one particular report, then it means that you cannot promote or directly link the customer to that one particular report. That means you will be directing them to your submission form at your website at that particular landing page. So customer will still need to submit a form in order to access the report that you're promoting, and there will be other reports there listed. So there is no option to really focus or, let's say, include the link directly to the specific paid report into funnels, into email sequences to make the promotions of that specific report. Now, versus to the website builder has built-in e-commerce experience for the customers, meaning that you can only, for example, you can from the menu get rid all the features just as I did right now. So by the standard, once you will start with integration, once you will start with integration, you will see that you will be able to start from blank or choose from one of the templates. Now, we have templates in multiple languages, same template in multiple languages, so it's English, German, and Spanish. So that means you're not starting from scratch. If you're starting from scratch, that means you will start from blank page basically, and you will start stacking the website yourself. So I do suggest, if you will utilize shop only, is just start with one of the templates, and the templates automatically will have a standard set of the pages such as blog, shop, about me, homepage. So I do recommend to actually remove that from the menu, leaving just the shop. And then what cool thing is that you can link this website to your subdomain, such as your main domain.com/shop, for instance, meaning that customers would be redirected when they click at the shop at your main website to this particular website. However, the domain will indicate that they're staying still on your website. They wouldn't even recognize that they are redirected. Of course, once you will leave just a shop for the customers, so that means that you need to set up the products at the shop and build that shop page for the customers to go through the order. So you will need to connect the payment method to this website, upload and connect your reports, and this way you will be able to list whether the reports will be as a large images. For instance, we have several options how you can list the reports. It can be individual report with a description, this style of the report, big images of the report. So you basically controlling the layout. Again, this is not limited, so you can add additional information. Even it can be about me information, I don't know, contact forms and everything and stuff like that. So you can definitely customize this shop page. But the cool thing is that this way customer will be able to open the report. Report has its own unique URL, which then you can include in your promotions, in your social media promotions, in your funnels. And also customer will be able to check out same report for the entire family in one go, or multiple reports. Go to the cart and check out all reports at once. So it's way better user experience. So for customers who already got the website built elsewhere and want that e-commerce experience, this is a solution. Now I'm answering straight away a question: is it possible to make this integration work with outside e-commerce systems such as, I don't know, Shopify, or I think majority of the website builders got their own e-commerce settings and their shops. So answer is no. The only solution to have this experience of the e-commerce shop with this kind of listing is actually utilizing Bodygraph's website builder. leaving out just a shop and linking it to, let's say, a subdomain of your main domain. So this is great solution and improvement of the user experience for your customers, and of course, improving the ways how you can market it, specific reports, and build specific funnels. Maybe from freebie, you will invite to go to the basic report. From the basic report, you will invite to actually purchase, I don't know, advanced report, and so on and so on. So really great feature, even though if you have a website built elsewhere. Where was I? Okay, so let's talk about key settings right now above this website. So right now, let's start the presentation for everyone who is interested to build full website within Website Builder. So these are the key settings that must be probably connected, but I will talk about what is must and what is not. So once you will start, I already showed, you will see you will need to input the name of the website. That's not the domain, it's just the name. And also, I do strongly suggest read and agree to the terms and conditions. And as I said, you will be able to decide whether you want to start from completely blank page or whether you want to start from the template. Majority of our customers who already built the websites started from the templates and adjusted it. That's a quicker way. It speeds up the process rather than starting from complete blank. But that's your choice if you want to start from a blank settings. Now, once you will select, let's say, whether you want to start blank or the template, you will be redirected to the introductory settings at the website builder. Now, let's talk about what you must and what you must not to connect before you actually begin or go live with your website. So upon the start, you will be given free Bodygraph domain. Most likely it's going to be random letters and numbers .bodygraph.cc. So question, do you need the professional domain to start your business and start your website? Answer is no. You can absolutely start your business with the Bodygraph domain. And the most cool idea is that you can actually edit this prefix, whatever comes before the dot. As you can see, I input here humandesign.bodygraph.cc. As long as this prefix is not occupied by any other client, that will be available for you to use. So it can be anything, your business name, your own name, Human Design by Victoria, as long as you're keeping that Human Design by Victoria .bodygraph.cc. So that automatically makes it sound more professional and kind of is ideal for the beginning of the business. So you do not need to immediately purchase the professional domain and link it to the website builder. Now, as well, also question, do you need to set up the payment method? Yes, if you're planning to start selling reports as quick as possible. No, if you're starting just with the website, testing the waters, maybe with the blog post, looking if the customer's actually going to visit your website and activity, and just that general chart integration to collect the leads, then the payment method is not necessity. Again, for the newsletter connection, do you need to connect any newsletter apps? Well, it's not necessary, but highly advisable to connect a newsletter because not specifically maybe here, but directly to the embed code that you will be using at your integration, we strongly suggest to connect a newsletter app. The reason being because once you will connect a newsletter app and enable email field, you will start collecting not just in emails and names of the customers, but also data about them, such as their type, profile, their date of birth, link to the chart. That link never expires. So that means you can set up like welcome emails saying, thank you for generating the chart at your my website. and here is the link to your chart. So it kind of locks in the customer with you. They know they have their chart with a single click. No need anymore. Submit the form. They can open their chart, and this way they would not end up Googling it elsewhere, again, human design elsewhere, and ending up with maybe different reader. So it's really big deal to have to collect the leads. First of all, this is your customer base. These are the people who visiting your website. That means they are most interested actually in purchasing your reports because they're already visiting your website, and these people are more, easily converted, can be more easily converted from the actually, let's say, chart creator into the paying customer. So now this newsletter app that you are able to connect, and we have a lot of newsletter integrations, will allow you to automate emails, which will nurture customers and convert them into the paying customers or the customers who will schedule one-to-one meeting with you. So really highly advisable to actually connect the newsletter part of this website. Now, also question, do you need to start with giving some products, for example? Again, you can absolutely remove the shop, and you also can remove the blog. It's not necessity. And that's not mandatory, and you can simply go again into the website builder menu and disable from the menu the blog and the shop. And also it will be then also important to actually disable a cart from your header. So this way you will eliminate the shop feature or e-commerce feature from your website. So again, not necessity. You can start absolutely basic just for the lead collection purposes with no shop, just maybe basic homepage, about me page, and chart calculator, purely just to collect the leads and offer, let's say, free downloadable. So that's not mandatory to fully set up with blogs and products. However, if you just joined Bodygraph, we have some templates that are already filled with the content, and also for the lead magnets, and also we have in-depth reports such as Midnight Dunes. We have quantum human design reports that are filled with the content. All you need to do just to install your preferred format into your editor, adjust it, add your editor here, adjust maybe the colors, design, make it look more like yours, and offer those for the customer. So we have enough content, already ready-made content, for you to begin the business and offer both freebies and paid reports with the website builder. So why not to use it? Not mandatory, however, highly advisable, because that's important for the beginning of the business. Okay, so let's talk about if you want to link your domain with your professional, let's say, domain to the website, because you are very conscious about how your website actually sounds, and you want to be super professional, which is absolutely okay. So for that, you will need to edit the DNS records. And now there is the challenge. Well, we will probably upgrade to make the process easier. But at the moment, what you will need to do, if you're linking your own domain, you will need to input your domain into this field, save it, and then you will need to go to your domain provider and add the CNAME record, which points to host.bodygraph.cc. Now, here is the challenge. Every single domain provider setup is different. This is the name field. At GoDaddy, Wix, Namecheap, you will need to input www into the name field and host.bodygraph.cc into the value or target field. And also you will need to input here domain with www. Even if your purchased domain does not include www. And then so the second step will be you will need to set up forwarding from your non-www domain into the www domain version. So it's a little bit complicated. However, support team is here. Again, support@bodygraph.com. You can reach out, but also we have help center articles that that will help you to make this connection. But as I said, there is no one shoe fits for all guidance for every domain provider. Some of the connections will be very, very straightforward. You will add the CNAME. I think the Squarespace is pretty straightforward. You will need to add a CNAME. Name will be symbol @ and then host.bodygraph.cc, and website will link just like that. So as I said, it varies from your from the domain provider to domain provider, and it will look slightly different. Now, just very important is that sometimes customers reaching out to the domain providers support, and domain providers support, my experience show that not super helpful to link it with our website, and they immediately inquire for the IP address, IP number. So Bodygraph does not provide the IP number for this website builder, and you will need to link it through the CNAME. And it is possible to link it through the CNAME. So we are here to support you to link it through the CNAME. If you're using most popular, let's say, domain providers such as GoDaddy, Wix, Squarespace, WordPress, Namecheap, then it's definitely possible. That's majority where our customers purchase the domains and successfully linked it to the website. And we're here to assist in this process. Okay, let's move to the next setting. This is only if you want to actually link it to your private domain. Now, also, once you will link your private domain, you will need add additional 2 records will appear here. TXT records, which you will need to copy paste into your DNS records as well. Those records will be required for their reports delivery email through the e-commerce shop. So when customers purchase and check out through the e-commerce shop, those 2 DXT records will deliver report links via email. So this will be also showed up when you will input your private domain. Okay, let's move to the next setting. Now, the payment. Again, very common mistake for people who are setting up the payment here and saying like, why my shop is not working, I connected to Stripe. So Stripe, first of all, Stripe needs to be connected at My Apps section. Not just Stripe, sorry, it works with the PayPal as well and Thrivecard. So one of these payment methods needs to be connected first here. And then once it is connected, then it also must be linked to the website builder. I have a Stripe example, so I enabled Stripe example. However, that's not the end. I need to make sure when I'm using the payment method for the website builder that payment method has 2 webhooks that are active at the payment platform. What do I mean by that? So that means that once I'm setting up the payment method here at My Apps, I need to make sure that I add this webhook to Stripe. This webhook's job is to trigger the sale through the integration. So if you will enable any reports through the integration, that means you will need to make sure that that webhook is active. Otherwise, report sale will not be successful through these report widgets on the chart itself. And if you're selling through the e-commerce shop, then it is very important that additional webhook from here is also added to your payment method and activated. So this trigger the checkout system through that e-commerce experience. So 2 webhooks must be active for the 2 different checkouts. Next important setting is the chart integration itself. And this is very common misunderstanding probably, that it is enough just to have an embed code at your account and somehow website automatically picks up what you have at your account. So answer is not. You might have maybe 10 embed codes at your integrate chart section. And how a website builder would know which one to link it to. So that means if you're building this website with a chart integration and anywhere that you include the chart section, let me just quickly show what I mean. Any of the chart integration sections, they must, and this is must setting, to be connected to specific embed code. Otherwise, it's just not going to function, not going to work. So what do I mean must? Each chart section has its own settings, as you can see. If I will click on it, this is where I select which embed code I wanted to link it to and save it. Now I also can choose that it would use the design from my design tool that I created. So it will pick up also the form design that I created at my charts design tool right here. Okay, so that means I can create the chart design, the submission form. I can create how the result page will look like and all the colors, fonts, layouts, and so on. Now, a very important note for people who've been with the Bodygraph for a while, you might have still embed codes that are old embed codes. They look like this. This is the layout of the old embed codes. These are not compatible with the website builder, and that means that you would need to create completely new embed code by clicking create new button, selecting which integration you want to integrate to the website builder, and the layout of the new embed code looks like this, and this is fully compatible with the website builder. So another confusion is customers usually asking, where do I set then the design or language or connecting the app? So at your integration, at the integrate chart, at the embed code that you're planning to use at the website builder, you can choose which language your chart will use, which design your chart will use, which app connections you want to link it to the submission form. Do you want to enable downloadable PDF or not? Enable reports as a widgets, enable audio reports as well, and make CSS adjustments with the chart integration. Now, once you have that embed code ready, all connected with all the designs that you like, then you need to go into your website editor, as I showed earlier, and link it to all chart calculators at your website. So that means you're selecting at every single page, save and publish on every single page. If you have standalone, for example, create chart page. As you can see, currently I have chart page with a section which is currently not picking my design, just because it is not linked to my design. If I will link again to the embed code that I set up, it will automatically pick up my design and my settings, and this chart calculator will be fully functional at the live website. Very, very important setting, and this is mandatory if you want chart integration working at your website. Now, another important, again, must probably setting is the reports section. Now, if you're building the either just a shop for your e-commerce experience, or if you're building a full website. Once you're building the shop from, let's say, different sections, you will select how you want your reading reports to appear. And then each of the reading report section has its own settings, and I can link it to the particular category. Once I'm linking to the particular category, it picks up automatically my uploaded images, designs, and it links to the report that this report is connected to. Now, where do you upload all of these images and information? These all images and information is being uploaded at your product sections at your website. So you uploading here the audio reports, the reading reports, creating a new product. And once you're creating the product, the most important setting is here. That means you're telling which reading report from your reading reports section you want to link that particular product to. So what each individual product must be linked to specific report. Then you're adding title, subtitle, description, images, and now very important part is categories. Most likely once you will start uploading the products, you won't see any categories at all. So you just need to start creating from scratch new categories, for example, freebies, paid reports, and so on and so on. And once you linked and uploaded all the products, then you can come back to your website editor, to the shop page or any other page that includes the product section, and link it to a specific category so it automatically picks up the listing from that category. This is a very important section for the products sale to work. Now, sometimes customers say, can I sell the outside products through the e-commerce, or let's say list the affiliate links or recommendations? Answer is yes, you can. So in that case, you would use exactly same listing, let's say, for the reading reports. However, then you would ignore the listing to the particular category of your products, and then you would adjust the images, the titles, the price, and everything onto the section directly, and then you can decide what the button says and where it takes. So this could be your affiliate links, it could be, I don't know, your Amazon shop product link, it could be anything that you could imagine. So this way you can redirect to your outside products, outside services, I don't know, booking calendars or reading sessions or anywhere else. In this case, the section does not need to be linked to the specific category because that's not linked to the report. It's linking to something else through the hyperlink at the call to action button. For the reports, now a lot of other for example, order or contact forms also have their own settings. So very often customers who already started maybe experimenting with the website builder, asking how to set up notifications, how to edit this or that. So if you click on every single section within the website, you will recognize that majority of the things can be edited inline. Once you're clicking it, dashboard pops up. You can include hyperlinks. You can add change the colors, change the fonts and images. But also when you click on the blank space on the section, you will see that some of the sections has its own settings. So for instance, if I will go to, let's say, request, order history request, you will see that there is a setting for the specific notifications, such as success notifications, error notifications, which you can customize and change the wording to your preferred wording. So this is very important setting, and if you will navigate through the pages, for instance, you will see that every single contact as well form, for instance, has as well its own notifications, which you can customize. You can also customize the background colors of the section itself. Now, sometimes customers asking where the contact form is sending information to. So contact form sending information to the email, currently sending information to the email, which is associated to your Bodygraph account. If you want your contact emails to go elsewhere, meaning that you need to adjust the email address which is associated to your Bodygraph account as well. You can do so via requesting the change through the email to support@bodygraph.com. You cannot change your account email by yourself at the moment. Maybe we will introduce that in the future. But you can send an email and we will assist you in changing the email if you want to receive the contact form emails elsewhere. So as you can see, if you will navigate through the different pages, you will test the different sections. You will notice that every single section has its own settings. Some of the sections, such as, for example, footer. Now, I did select footer that does include, for instance, a social media icons. However, my footer does not show any social media icons. Reason being that at the social settings, I currently do not have any socials linked. So if I want to link the social media, that means I need to make sure that my socials are listed here first, and then footer that does include the icons, so will automatically link those icons at the footer. So very important as well to walk through of these settings to ensure that you have related links and set up for the for the section to function the way that you're expecting it to function. Now, this particular newsletter section is only collecting the email of the customer. So, for example, it also collects the leads, but it's not related to the human design or astrology. It's just only purely collecting the leads. So this connection is happening here. If you have one of the apps connected at my app section at the Bodygraph, that means you can link that particular app with the website builder. And that means that these leads from these particular sections that include the email field for the subscription will send the lead directly to your newsletter platform. It's not going to have any, as I said, human design, astrology, or any data attached to it. It's just purely lead that came from your website. Now, how to identify that it came from your website? I strongly suggest once you will connect, let's say, a newsletter app at my app section, maybe to direct it to the specific form or list if the newsletter app that you're using allows to. Some of the platforms not allowing to such a system, but also maybe it's possible to then differentiate through the credentials. If your platform does not allow you to differentiate through the list of forms, you might be able to set up different API keys for the different purposes. And that means your automations also can be based on the API key. I know that some of the platforms certainly allows to differentiate incoming subscribers, and that means that you can enroll your customers to completely different email sequences, whether they're coming from that generic subscription or whether they're coming from the chart calculator itself. And let's go right now to some secret tips and tricks about the website. I will cover just a few before we actually move on to the questions and answers, because it's been already a long technical meeting and I'm talking a lot. So some of you are asking how to include a standalone logo. So we do not have a standalone logo section just yet. Maybe will come with the future updates. And if your logo at the setting, you can add your logo at the website settings. So you can upload, for example, logo here and favicon. Favicon is this little icon on the tab that appears when you open the website. So you can upload images here. However, if your logo includes super small details, super small fonts, as you can see, it appears small, and that means you will it will be not easy to actually see it. So the secret would be to actually use the content, one of the content, for example, sections, and replace the text with hashtag, and the menu pops up and you can upload the image. So let's just now the image, as you can see, must be adjusted outside of this website, because our sections do not really allow you to adjust the size. This is an example, for example, 250 on 250 pixels the size, so it's kind of big, meaning that I need to adjust it at the source to make sure that it's not appearing too big. And this way I can have a standalone logo which I can move above my menu. Obviously, I need to work out the size. It's ridiculous, but this would be a workaround to have a standalone logo. Now, also customers asking if it's possible to actually embed videos. So answer would be yes, and the method would be exactly the same. So you would use the content section. Now for the content, for the video, I would use the content which is slightly has a slightly more space for the video to expand, such as this, for instance. And where did it go? Did I add it? 1 second. This one. And again, same method. I use a slash and then video, link. And right now it is important to know that video should be, let's say, URL from the YouTube. So let's just take right now that link, include here, apply, and as you can see, video now is live on my website. So this is the way how to get videos embedded into your website. Another question is, can you actually integrate a booking calendars, embed any maps or any other embeddable elements to the website? So currently not. However, there is an upgrade planned on the website builder, which will include more settings and more features. So highly likely the custom embedding will go as well live with a future upgrade. I do not have a release date just yet, but that's definitely planned. So once the custom embedding will be allowed, then you will be able to embed, for example, your booking calendars from Calendly or Zoom, maps if that's important for your business, and other elements and widgets. At the moment, if you Bodygraph, as you know or might not know, does not offer any booking calendars or booking systems, meaning that you still require, if you will do one-to-one sessions, to use outside or third-party platforms such as Calendly, Zoom, or any similar. Google Meets, and then how it is possible to list the sessions at the website. You can simply use the pricing section, for instance, talk about each session, how long it's going to last, and what it includes. What it includes, again, you can edit at the settings. And then you would need to link the call to action button to your Calendly, to your Zoom, to your Google Meets, or any other outside platform specifically for that session. So that's the workaround at the moment, but in the future, I have no doubt that you will be able to integrate the calendar directly to the website.